Vietnam is bracing for the arrival of the powerful Typhoon Kalmaegi as it heads towards its eastern coast. The storm thrashed the Philippines on Wednesday, where it caused widespread flooding and led to the deaths of more than 140 people, making it the deadliest storm this year in any part of the world.
Entire neighbourhoods in Cebu province were washed away by Typhoon Kalmaegi. Hundreds of thousands were forced to flee their homes. And many are now in makeshift shelters such as this one. Some residents lost relatives to the flooding.
My sister was inside her room. We tried to pry the door open, but we couldn't. We tried to open it with a kitchen knife, a crowbar and wood, but it wouldn't budge. I tried punching the door, but it still wouldn't open. We tried until the water got really high. It reached over our heads.
This man is returning to his house to assess the damage. He and his family escaped the typhoon. But his home is gutted and his car's gone.
We haven't eaten for 2 days. My children are in shock. They're traumatised and unresponsive. One's 14 and the other is 18. They were traumatised by the experience. It's our first time encountering anything like this.
While massive recovery efforts continue in the Philippines, Typhoon Kalmaegi is moving on towards Vietnam. Residents on Vietnam's eastern coast are preparing for Kalmaegi to make landfall. Authorities have ordered thousands to evacuate.
I watched TV and saw what this typhoon did to the Philippines. It scared me.
Kalmaegi is expected to bring powerful storm surges to Vietnam, which could compound the damage caused by recent devastating floods.
We're joined now by Ella Mage, a freelance journalist who is in the Philippines capital, Manila. Ella, thank you for your time today. Let's talk about, first of all, the people in the Philippines. What do they need most right now? What kind of situation are they facing?
Well, although some basic services like electricity are back to some areas, many are still struggling to find potable water. People from Cebu woke up to the massive mud and debris and cleaning up of their homes this morning and trying to find their missing loved ones. Some residents have been trying to look under debris and go from evacuation center to evacuation center, hoping some of their family members to be found. And because there are still reportedly more than 70 people missing according to local authorities, and this is just in Cebu alone.
So situations like a lack of electricity and water, but of course, more importantly, missing people, missing loved ones. Talk to us about how the authorities are able to help people. What is the biggest challenge for the authorities right now?
Well, the challenge right now for authorities is how widespread this calamity is. You know, we just had 2 earthquakes, massive earthquakes last month. So they are stretched thin in terms of personnel. Philippines, of course, is an archipelago. So search and recovery is quite one of the biggest challenges right now, as well as putting back basic or essential services like electricity and water. And another challenge, too, is that there is another typhoon coming over the weekend, Typhoon Kalmaegi, which is expected to be on the same path or in northern Philippines or in the same trajectory as Kalmaegi.
So with this new, stronger storm, I believe, headed towards the Philippines, how are people going to cope? I mean, I believe many have been evacuated or in shelters. How will they deal with this?
So Typhoon Kalmaegi is on track to enter Philippines this weekend. It is expected to hit either northern Philippines or the same path as Kalmaegi. President Ferdinand Marcos already declared the country in a state of national calamity, which will release funds faster in emergencies such as these. So Filipinos, though, are still wondering if they themselves should stay inside evacuation centers or leave and clean up their homes, go to work and move on with their lives. So for most of them, now the question for authorities also remains whether people should just stay inside already in very crowded evacuation centers.
Ella Mage, freelance journalist in Manila. Ella, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.